Playing solo queue with randoms is like playing Russian roulette. If your luck runs out, you're dead. My luck brought me a level 2 lifeline, a 1 kill caustic, and a P2020, but I refused to fold. These were the cards I was giving, and I will play them the best I could. Well, after I threw every luck metaphor I could think of at you, it's time to impress you with my top tier shotgun abilities. I knew I should stay close to my teammates, but I had to find a better loadout, so I decided I will just take a sneak peek in this nearby caravan, but then somehow I managed to miss every shot at point blank and got the door shot in my face. This Bangalore was not only very rude, but she obviously did not have a gun. This was an opportunity for an easy kill, which was my favorite kind. The only problem was I had no idea where they went. Then, the sound of footsteps caught my ears. A massive 11 damage shot restored my bruised ego, but then lifeline went down. I wasted precious time playing hide and seek with this Bangalore when my team needed me. This was bad. I ran back to join my team, but by the time I got there, lifeline was already dead. I leaped down to face the music. First, there was a Pathfinder who seemed to be charging at us with a P2020. I was so desperate to change guns that I actually went to look in the box. This was a huge mistake. I was immediately attacked by arc stars just to find he had exactly what he had while he was alive, a P2020. But I had no time to dwell on my stupidity, mainly because there was so much of it that the dwelling will never end. Right now, I needed to survive a 1v2. Ballistic made his mistake. Instead of joining Lifeline behind her cover, he went to a more distant cover, allowing me to chop at his health all the way there. I realized that for once the matchmaker gave me a lobby full of players like me. I waited patiently for Lifeline to succumb to her teammate, probably opening his mic for the first time in the game just to scream, "Lifeline! Lifeline!" This was supposed to be an easy kill, but it was stolen from me by a rude Vantage. I had no wish to stay and find out how good they really were, but first I needed to secure my kill and find a gun I can actually hit something with. I could take this vault, but with only 20 bullets to spare, I'd be in trouble if I ran into someone, so I moved on to see what Ballistic had. He had a flatline with no spare bullets, but he did have tons of energy ammo which I completely missed. So I could have had a vault with 100 bullets but ended up with a flatline with no bullets. Smart! Lifeline's banner timed out and needed to be crafted, so I wasted no more time and got the hell out of there. I mean, right after I have a little look-see in this loot bin. You know how in kindergarten there's always this kid who waits for you to finish your craft just to ruin it completely? Well, Apex is the same. Not this time, Danny! Not this time! I didn't feel comfortable being the last one standing. If I made a mistake, which is highly likely that I would, then it's game over for all of us. But I did feel like I earned this loot box, so I looted up quickly and made my way to the respawn beacon. Once the team was whole again, we went for a family ski trip to undo all the stress we've been having lately, but it wasn't long before we ran into sword-wielding mountain dwellers. Luckily, they were so focused on the city under them that they didn't even realize I built a campsite right under their noses. One down, two more to go. Now that we outnumbered them, I wasn't scared to face them head on. After I killed this demon from hell and almost experienced heart failure, I needed to calm myself down, so I went shopping for a little bit. After that, we came down into the city just to learn that crime rate was up. While the last two squads fought each other in this building, I did the smart thing for once and waited for the fight to be over to run in there and catch them with their pants down, or their shields down, or something down. But it seemed they were all up and waiting for us. Caustic was having trouble lifting his massive body weight while I managed to knock Valkyrie. But then the knuckle cluster started. It seemed they had a fuse, and I preferred not to have third-degree burns in my face, so I went the other way. I arrived just in time to stop a revive and proceeded to empty an entire magazine into Caustic's back, and then he went down. I swear it wasn't me this time. Lifeline took out Fuse and paid for it with her own life. It was me versus Conduit, but I didn't trust myself to not mess it up, so I went for a risky revive that paid off. But then Conduit popped her ult, which lasted way too long in my opinion. Plus, Caustic needed to heal, so we evacuated the building and took our final stand outside. With round 5 seconds from closing, Conduit needed to choose between picking up her teammates or finishing off Lifeline. According to my kill count, Valkyrie was either still crawling on the floor or already up. I hoped for the best and prepared for the worst. It wasn't long before Conduit stepped outside and got blasted. They were truly trapped now, and it would only be a matter of seconds before they lose their only shelter. Using Sheila might be an overkill at this point, but I had no interest in fair game. I wanted this win in the bag. There was no time for an hour of reloading animation, and 68 bullets are more than enough, even for my lousy aim. Yet another underwhelming win, but hey, a win is a win.